Hey guys! Welcome back to my channel. Thanks for watching. Today's video, I am going to rank all of my current blushes. So if you guys are interested, don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel, and let's begin. So I used to not love blushes, but this year, for some reason, I fell in love with cream and liquid blushes. I still love powder blushes. In fact, powder blush is the first blush that I purchased this year. Once I ran out of my Milani Luminoso blush, the first thing that I bought was a powder blush. But later on, I got more into creams and powders. So I have been really obsessed with those because they're easier to apply than a powder because I don't need to use a brush anymore. I've been obsessed with blush this year, which is a good thing and a bad thing because it eliminated my need for bronzer, but I want a lot of blushes, and I am a little bit of a completionist. And blushes, there are a lot of blushes in the market, and a lot of brands have a lot of multiple shades per formula, so it's really hard for me to be obsessed with blushes. That's why I accumulated so much blush this year. All of the blushes that I'm showing you were all purchased this year. So they're all brand new, but saying that they will also go bad almost at the same time. But yeah, that's not the point of this video. The point of this video is just for me to rank all of my blushes. So as I mentioned, I love all of my blushes, but of course, if I have to rank all of them, there will always be something that goes at the topmost favorite and to the least favorite. But yeah, but keep in mind that I love all of these blushes. So let's begin. The first one is from my favorite local Filipino brand, and it's the BLK Cosmetics, and this is the creamy all over paint pot in Very Berry. This one, I love the formula. This is a multi-use product, but this comes in last because this is a very undertone blush, so it's very red, and I don't like reddish based makeup. I don't like reddish based cheek blushers because I already have a lot of redness in my skin because of my acne scars. So having a reddish based blush, I feel like it just exacerbates the redness on my skin. But on those days that I want to look like very red, like I just came from the sun or I get sunburned, I reach for Very Berry. And then the next one is this Apieu Juicy Pang liquid blusher in the shade PK04. And I love the formula. I just swatched this, so if you guys are interested, I'll link the video of all of my Juicy Pang blushers. So this comes in the 13th place because it has shimmers to it. I prefer my blushes to be matte or to not have any shimmers, and this has noticeable shimmers to it. If you look closely, you can see it, but on normal distances, it's fine. But yeah. And then the next one, the number 12 blush in my collection is another Juicy Pang, and this is PK01. This is almost the same color as this one. They have slight differences in the color, but on the cheeks, they look the same. But this comes in higher because this does not contain any shimmer, and I like it. And then the next one is another from the BLK Cosmetics, and this is another creamy all over paint pot in Coco Crush. You will see later on that I have multiple colors from the same type of blush because I'm just a little bit of a completionist when it comes to lipsticks and blushes. I'm trying to correct that, but it's hard. This comes in 11th place. I love the color, but I actually don't like the smell because this one has a coconut smell, just similar to the name. It's Coco Crush, so it smells like coconut, and I don't like coconut smell. I love coconuts, but I don't like it. I don't like anything I put on my face to smell like coconuts. It does not have a strong scent, but when I'm applying it on my cheeks, it smells like coconut, and I really don't like it. But I love the color. The color is very pigmented, so I need to just use a little bit, but I don't have a problem because this is very blendable, and also I don't immediately put my blush on the cheeks. I first put it on my hand just for me to be able to control how much product that I put on my cheeks. And then this is the first cream blush in the line, and this is in the shade Mimosa, another from the BLK brand, and it is this one. I like it because it's very easy to use. It's a stick multi-use formula, so again, you can use it on the eyes, cheeks, and lips, but this comes in the 10th place, I think, because even though I like the packaging, I like how easy it is to use, I'm just not really into very warm peaches, and this is a very warm peach blush because as I mentioned, I have very warm face. I already have a warm undertone plus my acne, so my face is really warm. And peachy blush, especially those peachy blush that tend to go to the warmer side, it makes me look too warm. So with this one, I have to be very careful when applying this because even though it is easy to blend, so it's very pigmented, but it's easy to blend, so I don't mind that, but I still have to be careful so as not to overpower my face when using this one. And also, I have a lot of warm eyeshadow, and using warm eyeshadow with a very warm blush is also, it's too much. So I have, every time I use this, I have to plan all of my looks, so just to create the balance on my skin. And then the top 9 blush in my collection is this Issy Co Stunner blush, cream blush, and this one is actually similar to the shade Coco Crush, but it comes in a cream formula, which I love. Because between liquid and cream blushes, I prefer cream blushes because it's easier to apply. So that's the reason why this comes higher than the Coco Crush. But the colors are the same, but this has a little bit of a shimmer, and as I mentioned earlier, I don't really like shimmers on my skin, on my blushes, particularly because I have oily skin. But this one just gives that glowy effect on my skin that's super beautiful. And the shimmers, they're not really noticeable until the color fades around the 4th or 5th hour, and when the color fades, some of the shimmers are still left on the face, so sometimes I notice that, but again, I only notice it when I really look closely on my skin. But yeah, this comes in on my top 9 because of how easy it is to use. And then my top 8 is this Apieu Juicy Pang Water Blusher, and this is in the shade CR02. So this is a coral one. I like this because even though it's coral, it does not, usually with coral blushes, they have a neon-like base to them, but this one, it's just very neutral. It does not clash with my medium skin, and I love the flush that it gives me. It creates that, because it's a liquid, it creates this very natural, perfect sun-kissed look. Like all of the blushes that I mentioned, they create that sun-kissed look, which I think is the point of a blush. But this one it's very easy. I don't have to be very careful with this, unlike this one, unlike Mimosa, which is very pigmented, and unlike the rest of the products that I have shown you so far, because this one is very light, this one is very buildable, and it's liquid, so it's easy to the pigment is easy to manipulate for me, so I really love it. And I also love the packaging. It's very cute. And then this one, the next one is again from BLK. This is my top 7, and this is in Feeling Peachy. And this one is also similar to the CR02, but a bit more neutral, which is what I prefer. So you will see on my blushes that the lower ranked ones are the ones that are like a bit too bright, a bit too warm for me, and then we will go towards the neutral colors. So Feeling Peachy it is a peach, but it's not a very warm peach, unlike BLK Mimosa. I like the undertone of this because it's like, it's a darker burnt peach, but it's not too pigmented, so it's very buildable, and I really like it. This would have been ranked higher if it wasn't for the scent. I'm just not really a fan of scented makeup products, and this smells like peaches. Another one is Dandelion. This has, oh, this is not Dandelion, this is Wondermelon from the same range as the Creamy All Over Paint Pot, and this has a slightly reddish undertone, which contrasts with what I said regarding Very Berry, which comes in last. But the difference is just, this one is quite red, but this one is like a neutral, how do I say this? It's not like watermelon bright color, but it's like a dark neutral pumpkin orange with a hint of red. It's beautiful, but it's also quite pigmented, so I need, and if I put a lot of this, it will look really red, which I don't like, so I have to be careful with this one, but I love the color. But my favorite among all of the BLK Creamy All Over Paint Pot is this Daffodil. Daffodil is my favorite because it's just this beautiful neutral dark muted rose nude that's like foolproof for my skin. I love this types of color, so every time I don't know what to wear, if I'm wearing colorful shadow or heavy eye makeup or bright lipstick and I don't know what blush to go to, I usually reach for BLK Daffodil. And then along the same lines is this Issy Co blush in Femme Rose. My top 5 blushes have the same color undertone, color family, but the differences are just in the formula. And this one comes in 4th over the BLK one because it's easier to use. It's a cream potted blush and it's matte and it's a neutral pink, so it just really enhances my skin. Since it's a neutral pink, it neutralizes the warmth undertone of my skin and it just creates this perfect flush on my skin. But the formula is cream and it's like, it's not a glowy cream, it's a matte cream, so it's kinda dry. It's not cream to powder, but it's just like a stiffer cream formula, which is not a problem for me because I have oily skin. Every time I put a blush on my skin is a bit slippery because of my skincare as well as my oils, so it's not a problem for me. But yeah, this comes in 4th because it's easier to apply than the liquid one from BLK. And then this is the last Juicy Pang in my collection, and this comes in my top 3. This is the BE01. It's just this neutral beigey rose blush that's so beautiful. And among all of my blush formulas, my favorite formula would have to be creams and then powders and then liquids. But the reason why this comes in higher than my cream blush is because I prefer the color. It's just a bit more beigey, it's a bit more neutral than this one. This one is a bit more pink, this one has more brown to it, and I really like it. The only downside to this one is it's really made for lighter skin tone, so I really have to pack it into my skin, but it's okay. I don't mind. This has 9 ml of product, so this will take me a long while, and also I have a lot of other blushes, so it's not like I will run out of this product if I pile this on my skin. But I do absolutely love the color. It's very neutral. And then this one is the Essence Matte Touch Blush in Cherry Me Up. Again, it's the same rosy neutral undertone. And Sorry. And I just love rosy undertones, neutrals, because it contrasts with my skin. It makes my face look less warm. So this is a powder formula from Essence, and this is the only powder blush in my collection, and I absolutely love it. It's not like a dry formula. It's almost like a satin, and the pigmentation is very buildable, which I prefer because I don't like clown cheeks. Even though I've been obsessed with blushes this year, I still don't like very heavy blushes. So the pigmentation of this one is just perfect for my skin tone. And this would have been the #1 if it wasn't a powder. Because for powders, I need to use a brush, and sometimes I just can't be bothered because I'm always running late, and I prefer makeup that's easier to use. So sometimes I forgo using this one because I don't have the time to reach for blushes. Which brings me to my top one, which is this BLK Margarita. Again, the same color family. The difference, the only reason why this came in top 1 because of how easy it is to use. I can just put this on my bag and apply it on the car, and that's it. I don't need to use a powder. I don't need to use a brush. I just have to use my finger. Even sometimes I don't even use a mirror because it's very blendable. I absolutely love it. But it's the same color family with the rest of my top 5. So that is it, guys. These are all of my blushes. Yeah, I know I have a lot, but I don't mind. And also, if you are just starting with your makeup journey, or if you want to add something to your collection, I have a little gift for you. I got this from BLK also. I just got it this week, and this is in the shade Pinched, and I was supposed to buy it for me, but doing this video and seeing how much blush I have right now and how long I will have to go through all of this, I am going to instead of using this, I will just gonna give this away to one of you guys. So yeah, we have another giveaway. So the shade Pinched looks like this. I'm not gonna open it up because I'm gonna give this away. If you just watch the video, you would know that the reason why I got Pinched because it has this rosy undertone color to it. It's similar to my Essence matte blush. It's also similar to my BLK Margarita. The color of Pinched is along these lines, these rosy medium toned nude undertone blushes. And the reason why I bought this because this is my favorite color for blushes. So instead of using this for myself, I'm gonna give this away to one of you guys already because I don't need more blushes. As usual, with my other giveaways, I'm also giving away 5 face masks, and this is for hydrating care. So you will get 5 face masks and 1 BLK blush. So in order to enter this giveaway, just have to like this video, subscribe to my channel of course, and comment down below any video suggestions. I'm running out of ideas of what to film. I don't want to keep on buying makeup to review because right now, apart from some eyeshadows and some blushes, I don't have anything on my wish list, so I don't have anything new to review, or at least new to my collection. So yeah, I'm running out of ideas to film, so I would appreciate it if you can comment down below any video suggestions. And also do not forget to include your Instagram handle because I will be contacting you directly on Instagram. So this giveaway is open to all international or local here in the Philippines. So yeah, just like this video, subscribe to my channel, don't forget to do that, and also comment any video suggestions together with your Instagram handle. So yeah, that's it for this video. I hope you found this helpful. Don't forget to like it, subscribe, and join the giveaway if you want, and I will see you on my next video. Bye!